Hey guys, welcome back to YCS Düsseldorf. I'm Jake Quincy and I'm here with Galileo. And I've known Gali for around 10 years or so, and we have played multiple events across the globe with one another. And the first moment I met Gali was in 2011. So he was prepping to take on the World Championships again. He was a former World Champion, he won in 2010. And I was there as his plus one to help him prepare for that event. So, Gali, do you want to go into that moment?
Yeah, it was a really good time. I think I played plants, and the main deck that I was prepping for was Six Samurai, and then obviously I had a Six Samurai expert here helping me out. It was really good practice and it helped out. Unfortunately, I lost to Agents, which was a deck that I wasn't prepared for, but it was a really good experience. Did you enjoy being with me in Amsterdam?
Yeah, so it was quite surreal actually. It gave me a great opportunity to see what the World Championships is actually like. And they pull us all up in a nice 5-star Hilton. The venue was a nice, it was just very closed, very surreal. There's so many games being played for the World Championships. It was just a great environment to be. And I told myself at that moment, I want to be here one day. And that's what I'm trying to do.
Right, so you want to be there one day, right? Well, as you know, over the last few years, I've been a couple more times, and it's been great. And I know you're trying this year, right? With the new point system, I think that's a great idea. That's getting more people involved, because obviously the dream to go to the World Championships, I think that's something that could come true for you this year. How do you feel about it?
Yeah, the point system I think is great. It rewards consistency across the year, and it's what the game needs. It gives the goal of the World Championships. It gives you a goal to achieve, and usually, or before, you had to qualify for the European Championships. Well, for my end anyway, and you had to finish in the top 4 to qualify. And it's just from one event, so there's a lot of variance in that one event alone. So the point system, it's just great because you gain points for the world, from regionals, for YCSs, from the European Championships and national championships to actually give you an opportunity to go. So now they've changed it this year where the European Championship points don't count. However, the day before Euros, the top 8 players in Europe, who are highest ranked for the consistent events, will compete in a knockout tournament where first, second, and third place will get to compete in this year's World Championships in Berlin.
Right. Yeah, but I like the fact that we have an end goal, which is the World Championships, but we have to remember all the adventures we have in that journey, right? It's not just an end goal, it's the journey. Do you remember Long Beach? Was it 4,000, 5,000 people? Which is just one of the tournaments that we met across, obviously, throughout the years, and that was insane. I think you top, right?
Yeah, that event was insane. I've never seen anything like it. There are 4,300 players in one massive convention hall. It was crazy. The line was literally outside all around the convention, and I couldn't believe that. So yeah, it was the 100th YCS in Long Beach in 2012, and it was the most surreal atmosphere. The players that were there, I'm sure you can relive it. So yeah, I played. It was 12 rounds of Swiss. I was the one that went 12-0 in Swiss with wind-ups. Loved that deck. And unfortunately, I lost in the top 32. But it was just a great experience. It was just so many players and going to compete. I loved it, and it was actually my second American YCS, and it was just great. It's just nice to see the differences between Europe and America.
So the best thing about this, obviously, is that I've been able to play all over the world: Asia, America, Europe, South America, and I think that's probably the thing I enjoy the most. Obviously, meeting people, sticking with friends that I've met throughout the years. What would you say is your favorite thing from all of Yu-Gi-Oh, other than competing?
Oh, okay, that's a great question. Just the friends, really. You never know who you're going to play against each round. There's so many different personalities and characters in this game, and from different countries as well. So when you go to a world level event like a YCS, you have no idea what nationality you're going to play against, and it's nice. It's just a nice environment to be in when you play against an opponent and know where they come from and why they play. And so mainly the friends I've made in this game is quite surreal because I've made hundreds, and and it just keep growing, and I think loads of other players as well. They're making constant, loads of friends as well. There's so many. It's just a good atmosphere to be in. So that's probably my main thing I like about this game is other than results and winning.
Cool. I just thought of a quick question because I'm not quite as active right now. Who do you think, sorry for putting you on the spot, is the best, I'm going to say European player now to make it slightly less complicated for you?
Okay, that's interesting. So there's so many good players in Europe right now who are consistent, who are doing really well, and it's really tough to pinpoint one exact player. So, there's some solid Germans, like you've obviously got Joshua Schmidt. Jonas is an up-and-coming player. He's quite talented from what I've seen. So they're the two Germans that really stand out currently. And for the UK, you got Tom Rose. He's the current UK national champion. He's steamrolling all these events. He's actually the only UK player ahead of me on points. So it's quite annoying. But we have some really good games when we play against one another. So it's really difficult to say who is the best in Europe, but there's so many good, great names. But I think that's actually all we've got time for right now in this part. So guys, we'll be back. Enjoy the next feature match. Me and Gally out.